Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this squad builder with me, your boy FIFA 1 HD, where we will be putting together a really solid Turkish hybrid that costs around 250k and utilises an interesting formation, the 4-3-3 brackets 5, something that I wouldn't usually go to and I haven't really seen utilised too much when I've been playing against people online. But let me tell you, since the patch, the way that this team plays and interlinks, it is very OP. Very effective, especially with the players that we will be putting in, because they have good range of passing but also are very confident and comfortable on the ball with some incredible dribbling. That means you don't actually have to pass, which often proves even more effective. So if you do enjoy this video, please, as always, hit the hell out of that like button, as that will really help me out, as well as the subscribe button too if you are new to the channel. And if I can help you guys out in any way, maybe you have questions about the players that I've used, the team in general, the formation, ask away in the comments below, and let me also know where you're watching from, because I love hearing where you guys are from and where you're watching my videos in. So leave all of that in the comments below, and that will really help me out. So we're going to kick off in goal with Ederson. Ederson is a dirt cheap goalkeeper that many of you will have used and many will use, and many of you will know how OP this guy is. He is absolutely fantastic. For the money, there are very few better, especially with the fact that he is a Premier League goalkeeper with a great nation, really usable. He just made some incredible saves for me. His distribution was also fantastic. Really top pick. I would highly recommend Ederson if you haven't used him already, especially if you are struggling with a good goalkeeper. Well, this guy will definitely do the business for you. Now we've got Mariano at right back. Obviously picked for sort of chemistry reasons, but actually he's alright. He's not going to set the world alight, but as you can see, he's pretty decent in all areas. He's got good pace, decent shooting and passing, nothing to brag about, but not too bad either. His dribbling's okay defence and physicality too. Overall, he's just a pretty solid, reliable option that will make you some great tackles, get forward, use the ball quite wisely, and overall a pretty decent player at right back, especially for one that is so cheap. Now at centre back, we have David Luiz and we have Thiago Silva. Now I will start with talking about David Luiz. Now he was one of those cards that I always kept coming up against online, and every time he would have an absolute boss of a game, making tons of great interceptions and tackles. And let me tell you, it was no different for me. He is really solid, very good with his pace, which feels much higher than the 70 would suggest. Great defence and physicality both in the air and on the ground. He bullies people off the ball. I love how proactive he is. He often goes and very aggressively wins the ball on the front foot before the attacker has even had any time to think about what to do with it, let alone do anything with it. That is what I love about him. Very aggressive. His work rates do mean that he can be slightly out of position, but overall I didn't have too much of a trouble with that, to be honest, and especially with the fact that Thiago Silva was always in the right place. 88 defence overall is incredible. Very good, always in good areas, makes tons of interceptions, great tackles. He feels much stronger than his actual overall physicality stat would suggest. I found him very good, great in the air too. Similarly to David Luiz, but I would probably say better, was he scored me some good goals, always got on the end of crosses, great for the defending corners too. Overall, for the money, he is a very good pick in the heart of defence. Really good, really recommend him. At left back now, we will go ahead and put in Marcal, I think is how you pronounce his name. Inform Marcal is what I'm going to go with, but what a card this is. 85 pace with 84 dribbling is just insane. Really good going forward, this guy. He's got a great range of passing too, especially for a left back, so he can use the ball wisely. Decent shooting too, not too bad if the opportunity does present itself. But he's also really solid in defence. He's got that pace, obviously, to play catch-up if he is out of position a little bit. But then he's also got a decent range of physicality and defending skills, whereby he can make some good tackles. He can use his body well, get himself in front of the ball and just win it back for you, and then utilise it very well indeed with those attacking stats that he does possess. At central midfield, we're going to go ahead and put in Inform Giuliano. And in form, Massaro, I think is how you pronounce it. We'll start off by talking about Giuliano with his 84 rated card, and oh my god, is he fantastic. Great last minute runs. I'm playing him at central midfielder, but you could easily play him at centre forward in this team if you wanted to. The only reason why I didn't pick him for that role, which is because he didn't have quite the physicality as the guy that I will be playing there. But what a card this has. But what a card this is. 84 pace, 83 shooting, 84 passing and 86 dribbling means that he is so good with the ball at his feet. And that is why I love him in this team. He can get the ball very easily from all the players that are around him, but then he carries it so well. He pops up with last minute runs into the box, scores some fantastic goals. He can create them, put it on a plate for the players in front of him and to the side of him, and just overall was a very good player with great pace, uses the ball well. I could not really fault him. In a similar vein, Massaro is a very good alternative. Yes, he's not quite as good, as you can see by the stats, but let me tell you, he still popped up with some good goals, contributed to the play very well. 80 pace, 80 shooting, 82 passing and 85 dribbling. Again, very confident on the ball for a player that doesn't really cost too much at all. A great inform to be using. Great nation, not the best league obviously, but overall a very solid pick. One that will get forward, get goals for you, but also create too. Now at CDM, probably my favourite card in this team, weirdly enough, is Allen. Inform Allen is an absolute bargain of the century. Don't waste your money on any of the Kante guys, because if you can use this card instead, oh my god, is he incredible. The pace on him at 81 is just ridiculous. Then you add in the great passing and dribbling, means that when he wins the ball back, he is very confident, comfortable on the ball, as is the rest of this team. But what I love about him is obviously that pace, that defending, that physicality that he possesses. So good. He is an absolute terrier who will chase people down with his incredible pace and win the ball back time and time again. I could not fault him. He was absolutely incredible for me. Brilliant, created a great shield in front of that defence, nicked the ball back and got the team on the attack time and time again very quickly indeed. So a player that I would highly recommend all day long. Now we're going to go away from the Brazilian theme and we're going to go to the Super League only, and we're going to put in inform Quaresma with his 85 rated card. Obviously there is the SBC version out which is slightly better, but obviously this one you can trade with, you can buy for a lot cheaper than doing the SBC, and let me tell you, it's a great card. 85 pace, very nice indeed. He's also got decent physicality, although it wouldn't suggest that, but I found him very robust. He's got fantastic finishing, great range of passing, and his dribbling is to die for. 91 on the ball means that he can go past people, cut inside very well, and then when he's inside with an aim at goal, my god does he take the back of the net off. He is just absolutely insane when it comes to shooting. Very good. Overall a quality winger that is very reliable, scores some good goals, and is just a top player to use in the game. Now at centre forward we will have inform Talisca. I have loved this card for the past few FIFAs because it's always been good. Whenever he has got a special card, he has been a top player to use. And let me tell you, it is no different at all this time around. 80 pace, yes, isn't the quickest, but playing him at centre forward means that you can bounce the ball off him. He plays like a hold-up sort of striker, and you have the centre midfielders running on from him, creating great overlaps. You've got the right and left wing also getting involved, and the range of dribbling, passing and shooting that he has means that he can do pretty much everything. He can set the ball up for others, he can work it himself with some great dribbles, or he can just shoot from distance with the amazing shooting that he possesses. He's also got really good attack positioning, so when he does do that little give and go, he gets himself into the box, into good areas where he can finish the game off with some incredible shooting. So one card that I would highly recommend there. At left wing we have another dirt cheap inform, which is Ryan Babel. Now this card cost me around sort of 11 to 12k, and my god is it brilliant. You know, it's a really solid cheap inform, great pace on him 87, decent shooting at 81 there, that's pretty tidy. His passing isn't the best, but it's useful enough for what you'll need him in this team at 74. And 85 dribbling is just ridiculous, with some decent physicality at 78. Overall, he's a really solid pick that can score goals, create them, great for counter-attacking with his pace, really decent dribbling as well. Overall, a very, very solid player to finish his team off with, and one card that I really enjoyed using, especially for the money. So we're going to have a look now at the player instructions on these guys, and as you can see on Talisca we have stay central and false 9. On Quaresma and Babel we both have stay forward, cut inside and get in behind. On the two central midfielders we both have get forward, and on Alan we have, there we go, stay back while attacking and aggressive interceptions, and on the two fullbacks we have stay back while attacking. Now we'll have a look quickly at the custom tactics, and as you can see the speed there is at 80, passing at 35, free form on the positioning, 85 on the passing, 30 on the crossing, 75 on the shooting, free form again on the positioning, high pressure at 50, aggression very aggressive at 65, team width there at 30, and defensive line of cover. So that was the team, guys. It may not look filled with superstars, but let me tell you, there's a lot of good informers, there's a lot of top rated defenders in there that just overall play super well together and just is a very fun team to use. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and peace.